Southern Mail, and today we're doing Sam Adams Black and Brew. It's their new coffee stout. So Sammy's talking a lot about how they put 1.5 pounds of Sumatran coffee beans right into the brew. Really enhances the espresso flavor that you normally get from stout. It's their new brew this year. It's in their winter 12 packs. It's the first new brew they've had in a winter pack in a while. No cranberry lambic in it this year, so we'll see what we have here. As always, if you like our reviews, please subscribe. We're always looking for new friends. And leave comments. We're always happy to answer our comments. Let's go ahead and give this a pour and see what we got. Obviously, it's going to be quite dark, what you'd expect from a stout. Pretty much, you typically can't even see through the stouts. Decent amount of head on it. And yeah, I can't see a thing. It's just pitch black, even up to the light. And maybe a half a finger of head. Obviously in the bottles, you can't get the nitrogen ball in them, so let's see what we got for aromas. Oh yeah, you can smell the coffee. I mean, really smell, not coffee hints. It's coffee. It's, again, they talk about the espresso flavor. They use Sumatran beans, which is a dark roast bean anyway. It's not an espresso bean, but it's a very dark roast bean. When I do coffee geeking up, I actually like Sumatran coffee. Actually, I get an underlying hint of the hops and a little bit of the citrus. And maybe a hint of the roasted malt, but it definitely, coffee is going to be the pow factor on this, as you'd expect. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Decent mouthfeel, kind of a medium to a little bit of a light. Definitely get the coffee. The coffee is, I mean, it's not, again, it's not that coffee taste that you get, or a hint sometimes. You taste coffee. It's not unpleasant. I actually enjoy this. A little bit of toasted malt, a little bit of bitter from the hop, not much, just a little bit at the end. This is it's very interesting beer. I don't think it's for everybody. First off, you gotta like stouts, and probably if you didn't like coffee, it's not a good idea either. It's quite drinkable though. I would give this, or I should say give this, I think this is one of Sam Adams' better brews lately. I forget what was the last one I had from them that really, the Holiday Porter, I thought really broke down. I was quite disappointed in it. This holds up well. I've actually had it out. It's not at room temperature, but it's a little bit warmer than right out of the fridge. And it does help open it up a little bit. It takes some of the bitter off the coffee. I wouldn't recommend drinking this ice cold. I actually have already had one of these before I reviewed it, and I didn't pay much attention to it, but I do remember it being more bitter. Let it warm up. It's not as bitter. And there's some sweetness up front. I'm getting a hint of chocolate, getting a strong coffee, get a little bit of malt. Not a lot, but a little bit of malt. Coffee kind of overpowers the malt. And at the end, you get a little bit of a hop bitterness. No aftertaste. You don't get that IPA aftertaste. It's actually a very pleasant, very balanced beer. I think we're going to give it 4 caps. I think if you like coffee stouts, you definitely like this one. It's not a wow factor beer. I was really debating if I was going to do an Imperial Stout or this one. They're both in my fridge. I decided to do this one. Just didn't feel like doing an Imperial. I'm going with the heavy alcohol tonight. This is 5.4, 5.6. Very good beer. 4 caps. Give it a try. I think you'll enjoy it. Till next time, this is the Amazing Beer Drinking Man.